Hey everybody, this is Dr. J. Kamal and Spike, coming to you live from Long Island, New York, where we're all celebrating Sava. Sava.
The only celebration on.
Sava break, come on, good times.
So I think Sava is going to be like the old Sava, make a moonshot. That's what I think. In other words, we ain't seen nothing yet. 33% short the float, so that's pretty enormous. The only thing that can stop it is two things can stop it temporarily. One is another shorts fire another bullet, but I think with SEC clearing them, that's going to be harder to do. And the second thing that can hurt them, which is more likely, in my opinion, is another offering.
Uh,
Because when the stock hits 80 or 70, they're going to take something. They're going to cash in. So that might temporarily slow it down. Now, wouldn't you cash in if you were the Remy and the board of directors?
well, see, did the board of directors get in at 90, or did they get these stocks?
No, in terms of an offering, not selling their private shares.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They're going to need money down the road.
Yeah. No, you're right. Any stable value that people would jump in on, which 70 sounds right,
Yeah.
is one that they should definitely consider.
Tim wants to know how
It's not cheap running these businesses, is it?
Tim wants to know how I'm playing it.
We all want to know.
You all want to know. Well, I'm going to play it close to the vest.
So you're holding.
For now. I do think I start selling a little bit off in the 80s. I do expect it to make probably new highs at some point this year. Come by the end of December, 135, 140.
I mean, it moved up like 60, 70% this week alone.
Yeah, it's been going up 10 points a day, which is crazy. 40 to 50, 30 to 40. I mean, crazy jumps.
I'm expecting to take a little bit of a breather tomorrow. That's my expectations.
The great trio.
Yeah.
Oh. Good things
All right,
coming.
we're going to look at the chart and try to come up with the answer to that question. What's the next target price for Sava? Cabinet guy is here to celebrate us. And Phil is with us to celebrate.
What is NLSP?
I don't know, but we're going to take a look at it. And Steve. All right. It looks like we have a lot of interest in Sava, and we should. I mean, if you're short Sava, you're making a mess, right? At this point.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
You're making your life harder than it needs to be.
Yeah, and if you're long Sava, you're kind of enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I don't want to sell any really, but I will. I will have to. You just have to. If it goes up another 25% or so, it's even more. Probably, I think it could go up another 50%. Then you're compelled to sell a little bit. How much is up to you. I probably will do 25, 30%, something like that. I started selling it the last time, right about 80. And so did Spike.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We ran it from 8 to 80.
We did. We actually, well, you got some good numbers, but yeah.
I sold my last portion at what was that ridiculous number? 123, I think.
Yeah, never hit that again. It did hit 105 again.
Yeah, but then I bought it back in around 90 or 100 and ran it to 135, sold again.
Yeah.
I made out like a fiend.
Sava treated us well.
Sava,
if we can, if we can end up here without losing money, then overall it will have been a good thing.
All right, so let's take a look at the chart on Sava and also on the spiders
Yeah,
and also on
besides
NLSP.
the water Lipitor drug.
I should remind everyone if they haven't subscribed that they hit that subscribe button, right?
Right.
If they can find it. I don't know where it is. You know where it is?
Right below the video, to the
I
right.
think it's to the lower right somewhere. Look for it, you'll find it. And give us a thumbs up, right? Thumbs up as well, right? Sava. Sava. Sava means how goes it, right?
So,
Sava in French.
Yeah, how you doing, right?
Yeah.
How does it go? How goes it? All right, so S&P was down almost 1%, but the Dow was only down a third of 1%. NASDAQ was down a little more, and the Russell down the most. What's with the Russell? Gets hit
Patrick, are you talking about Sava or are you talking about something else?
in general, the Russell is down 2.26.
Every time the market is down, they bring that stockbroker face on the nose.
I want to see this crude oil go to $60, and you then buy every stock you can grab. If that happens, it's over. Bear is dead. $60 is the number. Gold, silver, all inching up. 10-year, big move up on the 10-year to 3.7. That we don't like. And Bitcoin, big move up. Up? That's strange. Why is Bitcoin different than the S&P today? Isn't that interesting?
It's not a commodity. It's a currency.
That's strange.
I'm just joking. It's not a gum. It's a candy. No, it's not a gum. It's not a candy. It's a
We
gum.
don't know what the heck it is. Bitcoin.
Oh, good work, Patrick.
What do you cash in on?
He cashed in on some Sava. He still has a decent amount left, so he's in good shape.
Yeah, you can always start selling even around this number. Never wrong to take profits. You could sell, 1/8, but you got to hold the majority, I think. This is a headline that caused it to rocket. They basically said they got better things to do and better fish to fry than messing around with Sava. That's basically what they said. They said NO to the shorts, NO.
CUNY is next. That's what human error says. Yeah, it's right. Being cleared by the SEC and then being cleared by the scientific community are two separate things.
Yeah. So it's a good first step today. There'll be more good news to come, I suspect, with Sava.
Yeah, Patrick's thinking buyout.
Why not? It's certainly possible, but not yet.
I think it's too early.
I don't think just yet, do you?
Yeah, let Sava pay for the lawyers before somebody steps in.
Now let's take a look at the chart to see if we can see a good spot to take some profits. Let's look at the weekly stuff. The weekly. On the weekly, this sticks out from February 7th, 2022. A high of 62.49 just sticks right out on the weekly. Let's draw that in.
You're probably right. Human error.
Very nice high. I think we can take that out tomorrow at the rate we're going. This is like this is a rocket ship, and we've seen Sava, what it's capable of doing after it zooms like a rocket ship. It loses part of the ship, and then the rest of it catapults even higher, right? That's what it seems to work.
That's what those movies from the late '60s showed us.
Yes. So I think this is stage 2 is going to fire, or whatever it is. Tremendous chart. And I think in terms of moving averages, they're on the 50 is taken out, the 100 is taken out, and the 200 is taken out. There's nothing much in the way with moving averages. I really like this number, 61.90, to take a little off the table, maybe. But I was thinking more up here. I'm greedier. More like 100 is where I would take a serious amount off the table. Right at the century mark. So maybe you take a very small amount off the table here and more at 100. And then what was my number? 123? You can.
Well, yeah, that was. Well, you never know. I mean, the point is that now that they have something real, this was all in speculation.
Yeah. Well, we don't know how real it is yet till the data comes through for phase 3. Phase 2 is one thing, but phase 3 is
Am I
important.
pulling a Novus on us?
Well, who knows? A Novus is another one that you got to add to. It's been come down a little bit lately, and I'm adding. I'm adding on the drop. This is the daily on the same chart. You can forget about this trend line. I mean, you don't have to forget about it, but we're shooting way far away from this trend line at this point. It was a nice trend line, beginning at $19. Beginning at $13.84. Wow, can you believe it was $14 a stock not too long ago?
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to believe. We got to give MA a lot of credit for sticking with it through thick and through thin.
Could you click on the 1-day chart, like today's chart?
Oh yeah. I'm in the 1 day.
No, you're in the first day. You got to go
to 15 minutes.
No, just the 1 day.
If you go over to where it says date range, it's 1 day.
Oh.
There you go.
Do you see how it is riding the 100 moving day average?
Wow, this is crazy. For 1 day, it looks like a whole year.
It's actually 1 minute.
Yeah.
Remember, these are minutes now.
Now let's make it into 5 minutes. Let's make it into 10 minutes. $15 minutes. This is unbelievable rocket ship. But look at where it's based. There's a lot of support right here on the 10-minute. Right in here at about 36. Seems to be a lot of support.
Yeah, but
it would be about a 2-day average.
Yeah, 36, 35, a lot of support. All right. So if on a full pullback, I would look to add at 35, 36 if the stock decides to pull back. I'm not so sure that's happening.
yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it will pull back to like 47.50 or so, based on the 1-day chart, which I don't know why you lost that. Somehow you lost it.
I'm still in it.
Now
Here
you're
you
in.
go. That's what you see where it hits that black line.
That's
It
the
hit it and
200.
bounced
That's
right
the
off
200
of it.
minute.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, somewhere there. Yeah,
Yeah, this looks like a good likely spot.
correct. That's what I think it's gonna hit tomorrow.
You got a lot of support there at 47.50.
Very good point.
Yep.
47.50 looks like a lot of support tomorrow.
I'm gonna buy probably a little more at that level.
Uh-huh.
I think it's gonna hit it tomorrow.
How could you buy more? You have no room for it in your portfolio. You've got so much of it. Oh,
I
you
had to
still,
sell. I had to sell a few things, to.
oh, yeah. I've been adding a little Sava, a little Novus, all the way through. I like them both. Two of my favorites, along with CRISPR and Intellia. Some of my favorite biotechs. BCRX, of course. Those are the names I like. Bio for now.
I held BCRX and it tanked.
So, what do you think? Do you think there'll
Get
be?
that chart. BCRX is sort of giving people reason to be a little wavering.
Well, maybe we could look at BCRX, but I think this one is in danger of a $45 secondary, an offering at $45, and then I would knock it down to about 42, and then you could buy.
Mm.
That's what happened to us when we bought at 12. It got knocked down due to a
Yes.
secondary to $8, which was the asking price on the secondary. And
That's what happened.
I bought more at $8. I don't remember what you did. But.
Yeah, probably did.
So
Those were the days when you were making me money, Dr. J.
yeah. Well, maybe it'll happen again. I think history has a way of repeating itself.
Okay.
But it depends how long this history is.
Let's take a look.
Eventually repeat.
On the negative side, I think you could get a secondary at $42, around $45, I'd say, knocking the stock down to maybe $42. And also on the negative side, the shorts could try something. I don't know what. And what else? Positive side, the data from phase 2 coming out in early October. If that's positive, that'll give it more fuel. So we'll see. I'm very inclined to sit this one out or to the end of the year, where I think I can cash it at least 100 by the end of the year. That's my feeling. Somewhere they'll do a secondary. They have to do an offering. It's too compelling a number. I think. I think they do an offering, even if they're in a great cash position. Doesn't matter. I wanted to look at SPY. NLSP coming up. Professor Spike said he liked the bottom of this candle for possible support. It's not looking. It's looking like a pretty good call, Professor Spike. Remember you asked me about?
Yes, I did. I do.
very close to that. It's pretty good support there. It could very well stop just shy of the double bottom. Now, if we make a double bottom, it'll probably go slightly below and come back. That'll be a very strong double bottom in my mind. If it breaks it and comes back the same day, something like that. On the other hand, maybe Mike Wilson is right for a change, and minimum pain of 320 is looking more and more possible.
I mean, historically, where's that 320 been last?
320, I think it might be a fib number. I don't remember. But it might be like a full retrace plus 32.8 to 32.8%, something like that.
I see.
31 point, whatever the number is,
Yeah.
30.8, 31.2, whatever the
0.68.
number
So
is.
it's 0.686. So it's 31.4.
31 point something, I don't know,
Oh, 31.2. Yeah. Okay.
whatever it is. It might be something like that, but I'm not quite sure why Mike Wilson came up with this number. I'd have to ask Mike Wilson. But other people are imitating him now and calling for 320. Some are calling for 330, right about in here. I mean, almost every guru on the street is bearish. Now, sometimes they're not wrong. You know, they are professionals. They get paid a lot of money to make their prognostications, whatever you want to call it. Occasionally, they're right. So, you know, he said min pain, not max pain. I don't know where max pain would be if min pain is 320, but
Yeah.
I could take a guess. Let me think where I would put max pain. How about a full retrace of the pandemic lows for max pain?
Okay. This was the chart I was looking for. Whether or not that line.
That would be extremely painful.
That isn't this 320 is pretty meaningful. Well, what's the one you're doing? The 2017, yeah. 217.
217. That would be, I would think, max pain.
That would certainly be maximum amount of pain.
It would inflict. It would cause a lot of people to jump off the Brooklyn Bridge. What's the nearest bridge to Wallen Broad? Is it the Brooklyn or Manhattan?
Wallen Broad, Manhattan.
Manhattan. So they'll go over to Manhattan, whatever bridge they find first.
Let's not talk about these things now.
We're getting Kamal upset.
I'm pessimistic.
But
Not while he's still a big holder of Amazon.
Kamal, you got to realize everything is just a number, and the crazy S&P can get there one way or the other. It could also, by the end of this year, close. I'm going to make Kamal happy. It could close right up here at 499
I don't think that's going to happen
by
either.
the end of the year. Anything could happen. You could have the biggest rally in 3 months that you've ever seen.
That probably if the Ukraine war settles somehow. But if it keeps going on, I think we're going to be stuck in oscillation.
I feel it's come to a climax. I think it'll be settled. I just have a good feeling about that. The saber rattling is getting so loud that it's, to me, it's a sign it'll be settled. What do you guys think?
I think it's going to keep going for a while.
You do?
Yeah.
How long?
Definitely into next year.
Uh-huh.
You still tying it to the war or not?
Yeah, the war. What about you? You optimistic or pessimistic on a solution to the war?
I am pessimistic.
I'm the only optimist.
Well, because Russia wants to play the winter oil issue thing with Europe.
The tanks will be able to travel better once the ice is firmer.
No, they're banking on the European kneeling for
that's true
oil
too.
for the winter.
Yeah, no, winter is his time.
Yep.
On the other hand,
We own the days, they own the nights.
how much can you push your people into war with 300,000 being called up, uh, rebellion in the streets? Um,
I
I,
mean,
I,
that's
I
our
think
media. That's
Well, when the
what
shit
our
hits the
media
fan, they'll
shows.
be fed first.
I think there'll be a negotiated peace. That's what I think. I think
Eventually, after the spring of next year.
who knows?
Right.
I,
And growth
I
your
think
money again, and nobody
I
needs
think
oil.
we're closer to the end of the war than the beginning of the war. That's what
I
I.
hope so.
What does he want? Another Afghanistan where he's in there for a dozen years and loses all kinds of men? You don't want that. Stupid he isn't. He'll take some land and make it declare victory. That's it. They'll give him something. They got to give him something.
Correct.
Anyway, enough war talk.
Hmm.
The truth of the matter is nobody knows which way the market's going, except that in the long term it goes up. So if it goes down, consider it a buying opportunity for Amazon, for Apple, for all the good companies that you might want to add to and know that they're going to come back. So that's how I look at it. Just add to your Amazon, add to your Apple, and wait. And I see buying. I don't see selling in this storm. We don't know how low it's going to go. True, but we do know eventually it'll come back. History, the Dow is just unbelievable. If you look at a chart of the Dow from the last 120 years, it's straight up. You could hardly see the downturns. So the market goes up. It doesn't go down in the long run. If you have time on your side, hopefully we all do, then you just add to your quality stuff or add to your S&P. So I'm not that afraid. All right. What else? NLSP?
Oh, let me see real quick. NLSP, yes.
Slipping a little after hours, had a nice pop.
Penny stock.
Yeah, Phil, do you have any reason to like this
I
one?
see that. It's not overboard. And the 50 is over here, so it hasn't been around that long, right? There's no 100 and there's no 200. So how many days is it? This is on the weekly. There's no 50 week. There's a 50 week, but not a 100 week. So it hasn't been around forever. It's a fairly new company. There we go. There's a complete chart. So the high is up around $7, $8, I guess. This green candle, all-time high, 735. Come all the way down to pennies. And now it looks like it's stabilizing and trying to fight back. There's a lot of biotechs that are clawing their way back after declines like this. This is just one of many. But if you like this one based on fundamentals, why the hell not? That's how I see it. Maybe this is the right one, Penny stock, probably very low market cap. I don't know what they do. Probably far away from, probably not even in clinical trials yet, I'll bet you. But I don't know. I don't know. So I know nothing about the fundamentals. But if you like the fundamentals on this one, the chart is telling you it's quite all right to buy now. So that's all I can say about that one. Let's just chart one more Novus and be done with it.
Okay.
What about Anavex, come to think of it? Should we look at Anavex?
Sure.
Novus is not only Alzheimer's, it's really a Parkinson's play. Had a tremendous run on the weekly. You can see
This
this.
is just so you know, this is a Novus. Anavex is AVXL.
It's giving back. Novus is giving back. But it looks like a time to buy because the sitting, basically it's sitting on the 50-week moving average. Let's look at the daily. It's sitting just above the 200. All right, so let's say the 200 is support. It's good as number as any. 1350. If 1350 is support, you can buy at 14, which is where it is now after hours. I don't see anything wrong with buying. I think it's going to have another run. So at least to a big run, a run comparable to Sava. So I like this one. As always, our opinion strictly owned, not investment advice. Check with an advisor before acting. Don't forget to subscribe. And what else do we have to say? Anything?
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby. Let's talk about some of the people that have paid us a visit. Ken Owen, Humanera, Alex W. Patrick is with us. A bunch of people, new faces. I love it. Good to see everybody here today. And Patrick took a 6-digit profit. Oh, that's nice. Nothing wrong with that. 5,000 shares left. Patrick, good move.
Yeah.
Adios, amigos. We have the best viewers, the best
Best
chat.
of luck, guys.
Bye.
Good. Happy trading.